Hi, I'm Simon from Darwinian Consulting, and this is the playback for our first workshop on the future of environmental reporting in South East Queensland. We kicked off with Andrew O'Neill from Healthy Land and Water, who introduced that we're trying to build on the success of the past 20 years of report cards in the region, while developing an improved approach. With the proof of concept to be developed in the Logan area, the team has a wealth of experience in report cards and a real sense of excitement for something new. Environmental report cards began in Australia in 1998 and then moved to the US and expanded worldwide. The Chesapeake Bay and Mississippi River report cards show how report cards are advancing to engage people and incorporate social and environmental measures, ultimately reaching really large audiences. I described our focus on the future. How can we use new concepts to improve conditions? We discussed lagging indicators, which measures what's already happened, and leading indicators, which give us an indication of what will happen in the future, the latter being where we'd like to go. Report cards allow us to visualize conditions in the region, and they already provide lots of benefits, but we want to add new dimensions to achieve greater positive change. We shared a couple of ideas that we think can do just that. The first idea is to incorporate systems modelling so that we can understand the impacts of decisions made in the complex systems that we all live in. We want to understand the consequences, both intended and unintended, to the decisions we need to make. An example at Macquarie Island really brought this to life, showing how good management intentions can backfire if the system is not well understood. Highlighting that we don't want a complex model, we want a simple model that can help us understand the complexity that exists. The second idea is something called social network analysis, which will allow us to understand the social dynamics in the area, who's talking to who and about what. There are many examples of social network analysis being used to help advance conditions. So how do we bring this all together? There are big decisions to be made in the region about things like land use, water supply and COVID recovery. We want to use these two approaches to fundamentally change reporting in South East Queensland, so we can understand the decisions we make and ultimately make positive change happen. So what do we call this concept? There was certainly no shortage of ideas. While names are important, we know that scope is critical, and so we talked about the boundaries most relevant to this scoping project. Many water and natural resource decisions are made in the catchments, but most of the social and economic decisions that affect people are made at the city or town scale. Food for thought for the project team. So that's where the journey began. The feedback and interest from participants was positive. We'll be continuing to iterate and test our thinking from here. Thanks to everyone for their help in conceptualising things so far, and thanks for your interest in advancing report cards in South East Queensland.